Hey, what's up? I'm Rollercoaster Rider,
Hi, and I'm Kay.
and we're reviewing Season 3, Episode 22, I believe?
No, it's the
Yes,
next
Season
episode.
3, Episode 22, entitled Mo Money, Mo Problems.
So the last episode we watched was season 3, episode 21.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, then this is 22. Makes
correct.
sense. Yeah.
This is part of the four-part Jessie gets engaged or married storyline. In this episode, Brooks is still cut off from Miss Chesterfield's money, and so Jesse decides to get Brooks a job as an elevator doorman. Which, no offense to elevator doormen, but you're pressing a button and standing up. I know of jobs that pay much less and are much more annoying and time consuming. No offense.
No offense taken.
So, again, this episode kind of had three storylines. The first one was with Jesse and Brooks, obviously. The second one is with Bertram, and the third is with the four kids. Do you want to go in chronological order, or do you want to split it up by story?
However you want to do it.
Let's go chronological. So anyway, Emma and Zuri are still kind of like, Tony, you're supposed to be with Jesse. That's how things are supposed to happen. And Tony is like, "Look, we're fine. I'm fine being friends."
We're just friends.
Mm-hmm. Then oh wait, that's kind of forward. Then Ravi he got in trouble at school because he didn't turn in his history homework
Yep.
because he was busy working on Emma, Ravi,
Or
or Emma,
Zuri's.
Zuri, and Luke's
Luke's.
homework. Here, you take this.
Okay. So then he says, I'm not doing your homework anymore. And they're like, what? Who's going to help me with all the states of or all the capitals of the U.S.? And who's going to help me with math? But he said, nope, I'm all done. So they try to trick him.
By doing it as a game show,
Yeah.
or by doing it as a game,
Yeah.
and by the
Having a
time,
board game,
yeah.
so quiz questions and that.
and by the time,
Emma
sorry.
asks, could you use this word in a sentence?
inconsequential or
Inconsequent.
oh, spoiler alert! I don't even know that word.
So, yeah. And Luke asks him a math question, and Zuri asks him a history question.
Mm-hmm.
And what they were trying to do is make it Ravi Day, R-A-D.
They did that later after Ravi was like, "Do you guys only hang out with me because I'm smart and you can get answers
And I
from
do
me?"
your homework or something.
And Luke says, "No, you also live here."
Yeah. So then they gave him his own day.
Mm-hmm. Ravi Appreciation Day, rad. Which he said something that's like, "That's cool to the max," or cool beans or something.
Yep.
Like, he's a fan of apparently outdated slang or something. And they were able to get him an extension on his homework. And let's not say anything further, okay?
Right. So Emma, you can't even say what Emma did to get it?
Well, okay, but don't say the homework machine.
Well, you just did. So Emma went to Ravi's history teacher and gave her a used
Gently used
tiara, and so she gave Ravi an extension.
Then the Bertram storyline, I guess we are going to go by character.
Or by story. Yeah.
Is that,
Mrs.
Chesterfield.
Chesterfield wants dirt on Jessie, or Bessie, or whatever her name is.
Tessie, or
this episode.
Nessie, or...
So
yeah.
she can give it to Brooksy, so he will think less highly of her. But,
And so, he tries, and she blackmails him about helicopter tours.
Yep. He uses the parents' helicopter to give tours of New York.
Mm-hmm. And then, while trying to follow Jessie in like a Mission Impossible kind of way.
But Jessie catches him and flips him.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Are you trying to follow me?" And then he says, "Well, Mrs. Chesterfield tricked me into finding some dirt
No,
on
blackmailed me.
blackmailed me and trying to find some dirt on you." And he said, "But you guys are so in love or whatever. You like each other and whatever." And
So then Jessie realizes that while Brooks is fine right now, doesn't know if he's gonna be that way
in a year,
in
2 years,
yeah.
5 years, 10 years later.
So then Bertram is like, "What are you saying?" And she says, "I have to love him enough to let him go."
Right, right.
And you can kind of tell that that's when Bertram like realizes that it's not just a fling, but it's serious. At least that's how I saw it.
Right. So then when Mrs. Chesterfield came back and Bertram.
He really blackmails her with a very embarrassing photo, and we're not going to say what it is.
Well, it was a before photo.
All we'll say is that it may scare some kids.
Oh, yeah.
And so, yeah, so, Bertram then talks about how, because
the Butler Underground.
No, that's not what I was going to talk about, but okay.
Oh, about how her taking money away, they seem to have, they love each other no matter what.
Yeah,
and so she's kind of thrown them together closer.
Yeah, as opposed to pull them apart, and why, and he wonders, like, he says, have you ever wondered why you've had 6 husbands? Is it because you married for money instead of for love? And then she talks about having 5 gallons of Botox, which...
Well, she says she married for the love of money.
Which I'm guessing 5 gallons might be a bit too much. I mean, JJ only has 4.2 gallons every half hour, but whatever. And I'm joking. Yeah, and I'm joking.
Yeah, I would say.
And then let's go on with the Jessie storyline. Jessie is still dating Brooks. As we said,
she thinks she has to break up with him.
No, I was going to talk about their date. Like, they have a date in Central Park. Where they're talking...
That was the last episode.
No, in this episode. Like, talking about schools in New York City.
Oh, yeah.
The schools are so tough, they might eat you.
He started with pasta salad, and he's like, "You got any meat in there?"
And then they're dancing with apparently like a violinist or something.
Right, just a musician that you just pay him $1 or $2 tip.
Because they don't have money, Jessie gives him a turkey leg, and then Brooks like has a bite of it,
and then throws it back in.
And then they're in the elevator, and I think she tried to press the stop button, but instead she pressed the fire extinguisher button or something.
The sprinkler.
And so then they get wet, and then they kiss. And then they're by the fire and they're drinking hot cocoa. Which results in a pretty funny bit by Luke.
Yep.
It's up to you. Do you think that was intentional or accidental?
No, he was intentionally.
Okay.
He still wants her.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see.
So he was roasting marshmallows by the fire.
Well, I didn't want to say what happened, but okay.
Sorry.
And then, she and Tony are in the elevator, talking, about how Miss Chesterfield, reimbursed her, or decided to put him back in the funds and stuff.
Right, giving him his credit card and making him head of the animal sanctuary again.
With Jessie doing the sprinkler dance and then doing the Running Man.
breakdancing.
Yeah, trying to break dance.
And
However,
then Brooke says,
Luke's a much better dancer.
right, and then Brooke says, "Don't worry, dear. We can get you a good dance teacher."
No, we'll get you the best dance teacher money can buy. Then, let's see, what else?
Then Mrs. Chesterfield says, "Did you go into
I
that?"
don't know what you see in her. But anyway, then
she
Tony
says, like, "Did you tell them that she probably is the one that makes you happy and everything when she gave the money back?" And then Jessie wanted to give a hug. She's like, "Bring it in, give me a hug." And she's like, "You want to hug me?"
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Jessie is talking to Tony in the elevator,
Right.
and Tony seems like he's going to reveal his true feelings.
Yep, that he still has feelings for her.
And then
the door opens to her floor.
Yeah, and we're not going to say what happens, but there's an applause.
Yeah, it's pretty Valentine-y.
Mm-hmm. Sorry we're getting this up late. But, okay. My MVP this episode was... I hate to be repetitive, but again, I think it's either Jessie or Bertram.
Mm.
Who would you have gone with?
I was thinking Tony for having to carry Mrs. Chesterfield.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
To the dry cleaner, up
to the taxi.
Up how many 30 floors or something, you know?
I don't think that makes him the MVP. I think that just makes him a hard, determined worker.
Yeah, and he has feelings for Jessie, so...
What did you think of the episode?
I think it was good. You didn't know what it was going to build up to, and you should see it and see what it does build up to.
I think compared...
So we have to watch show number 3.
Mm-hmm, and 4. In my opinion, between comparing the first episode, or the episode we just saw with this episode, I think the last episode was a little funnier and a little faster paced. This one seemed a little more, I don't know. The best way I can say it is sugary.
Well,
or sweet.
And plus, you know, the kids realized that they were taking advantage of Robbie, and they said they were going to do their own homework, and, you know.
Do you have a favorite line from the episode? Besides the Butler underground system or whatever he said.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
One of my favorite ones was when Zuri told Tony, "Hey, the girl has a type." Or the shut-in that texts.
Oh yeah.
Or
how he had to shave the alpaca.
That explains why you gave everyone mittens for Christmas.
Yep.
Anyway, I would also tell people to watch this episode. It's not as good as it's not as good as part 1, but we'll see if part 3 and 4 pick up the pace and are a little more, in my opinion, more comical and less romantic. No offense, people.
I don't know. I haven't seen them, so...
I haven't seen the third one in a while.
Okay. Well, that'll be good for both of us.
So,
my first, and you're in a while.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to see the next episode, the Runaway Bride of Frankenstein.
Oh.
Okay. Till next time, I'm Roller Coaster Rider.
And I'm Kay. Catch you later.
Happy Valentine's Day, and I guess happy Halloween. Bye.
Bye.